What's up, guys? So today on this SHOKY Transformers review, I'm gonna sit off center from the camera. Just kind of stuff in the way. There's Goku. But as you guys can tell from the thumbnail, and of course from the title, got this guy. Finally broke down and got him, even though I kind of really didn't want to. So, but maybe I'll change my mind. We'll see. Plus I have a much bigger jet in the other room. Alright guys, so hey, we got new STARSCREAM out here. Actually, we have the box, because I didn't throw the box away yet. Unlike the previous reviews where I did throw away the box. Here we go, we finally have it. And it says, Transformers, War for Cybertron Siege, STARSCREAM. Right there, he is WFC S24. And you do have the symbol of Kaon or whatever inside there, is what it is. And you've got a nice illustrated version of STARSCREAM on this side. He is a Voyager class, a Class A Voyager, a Clase Viajero, and Class A Voyager. And he does have the Cybertronian writing right there. Sort of see it. I don't know if anybody's actually deciphered all that. I'm sure there's websites and forums and stuff where people have. But, you know, it is what it is. You have this stuff on the side. You come to the back, and you've got all these other things. 22 steps. You can hold weapon dudes, battle masters. Battle masters. I don't have any of those, so it doesn't matter. Choose weapons, load out. Okay. And they don't bother with any kind of description. Nobody cares. That's going in the trash. Kind of threw that away the wrong direction. But hey, we got STARSCREAM himself now. Look at him. Look at him. So obviously it would have been weird if I was holding him up in Tetrajet mode and instead of robot mode. Something. I don't know. It is what it is. So here he is in, of course, his vehicle mode. He looks pretty cool. But he's very clearly a jet with some legs under him and some arms. I mean, they tried. But, I mean, if you go back, of course, to G1 footage, you'll see that even if the Tetrajet, he doesn't have anything hanging underneath. It's actually a fairly clean deal. But this one, definitely not clean, because definitely have all that original or second wave and crud everywhere. He does have the nice Decepticon logo there. And a decent little translucent windshield right there. You see down here some blue paint with some crud on it. It is what it is. And he's got his null rays hanging out the side. And he comes back to what is clearly his robot chest hanging out back, along with several thrusters. Got 3 up here, 2 down here, and some intake vents on the back, like you do. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get him transformed. Oh, wait. Before we do that, we can compare him, I guess. So, there's our little purple guy from last time. Yep, he's not in his other mode. And if you want, there he is. Next to the big boss. Yeah, I don't care if it's not framed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and transform him. We'll pull these things off. And once again, I'm not really going to describe what I'm doing. You guys can just watch. But at the same time, I'll likely have a thing going on the screen so that you guys can hear all about the Patreon and stuff like that. So guys, this is the normal kind of spiel for helping support the channel. So, of course, if you guys want to do that, you can always hit up the Patreon right down here on the thing, and you can totally become a patroneer. This month they actually got to get a Patreon pick, which meant they got to pick out a couple of kits that I'm going to be reviewing and building. I need to get on those actually next week, so that'll be pretty fun. So, of course, I want to thank the current patrons. That would be Steel Angel John, who's been around for a very long time. We got Rodimus13, Thomas Rice, of course, buddy of mine. I'm happy he helps support. He doesn't have to, he's just being a good friend. And then the fairly newcomer, Megan Summer, if I remember correctly. Yes, Megan Summer. So, of course, if you want to help join the Patreon, by all means, link is in the description down below. Otherwise, if you guys want to help support the channel, by all means, grab some SHOKY merch. We got all kinds of shirts. There are beanies available, or they should be available in the store for Double October from last year. If you want to get stuff from any of those. We got the Double October throwback shirts. We got all the regular SHOKY shirts. We got the Shut Up Coffee Machine shirt, and even the merch from the contest. I believe should still be available. I closed the individual stores, but you may still be able to see the listings. Either way, but let's go ahead and go back to the rest of the review. And of course, you guys will see the Jetfire review later. Patrons will probably see that early if I get it done today. I'm working on my car otherwise. So, ding. And voila, we have STARSCREAM in his robot mode. Now, if you notice, he looks a little bit funny. This is how he comes in packaging. So he comes slightly mistransformed for some strange reason. I don't actually know why. You do have to extend his arms. So if you come over here, you can do it one of two ways. You can't just hold and pull and just unaccordion, or you can open the side here that hides the hand usually, and then do that. Just talking about it right now, this particular, there, just showed it. This particular panel on mine has some molding issues and keeps popping off of its crappy plastic hinge. In fact, has worn out a whole section there. And this pin right here is actually super loose. I mean, it can't really fall apart, but there it is. And obviously his wings, his wings move, well, kind of however you want. And if you have his guns, you can plug it onto his shoulders, like so. You could also plug it into his hand, so you can hold it like a real gun, or you can plug it into his elbow hole, whichever spot you want to put it. It can go anywhere. Alright, so if we look at the details, we'll zoom in on the head here. And it's a nice looking head. It's actually pretty good. STARSCREAM, he's got some light piping back in there. My lights aren't really effective towards the piping part, but it works. Got some clear, good thing in there. Silver painted face. I thought he had a bit of a smirk. Apparently Red Wing has a different molded head with a smirk. I don't know if any of the other Seekers are going to have that, because we do have the regular Seekers coming. And in fact, I love the fact that a 3-pack of the Rainmakers is coming, and it might be out technically before we get the regular Seekers. So Thundercracker is next, and then Skywarp is coming after that, if I remember correctly. But alright, so we've got the same details we have here. So, you know, gunmetal-y stuff for the chest vents, the fake jet cockpit there, and the intake thingies that used to be the nose of his Tetrajet form. You can see the really crappy weathering all over his hands, and of course all over here. Nothing in the crotch, because the crotch stays clean. His legs are definitely all jacked up because they were facing downward in vehicle mode. And you can see the underside of the wings. You actually have some little Decepticon emblems there. You've got some red paint. Now, if you get like the repro labels for this guy, he comes with so much stuff, even including a little add-on for the top of the Tetrajet mode, which is pretty cool. Makes it actually pointy. And I guess if you really want to, you can put the things on his wings back there. There's no other spots like along there. If you really want to, you can, of course, plug it there. I don't have my effect part handy, but you can plug the effect parts onto the ends of the guns on either side, or if you have the exploding ones, you plug it onto any of the little pegs that are hanging off of virtually anywhere on his body. Okay, not virtually everywhere. Okay, so I do have another issue with mine, and maybe it's just mine. So right here on this gun, I'll zoom in on it, the little scope is half broken off. And I noticed that yesterday when I was messing around with him. And I don't know if he always came that way or not. So, articulation, head is just on a ball joint, whoop-de-doo. Kind of just normal hingy shoulders with a butterfly joint, rotatey wrist, rotatey shoulder, bicep, one of those things. Double jointed elbow, part of the transformation. His hand will rotate, I think. Yeah, the hand does rotate. You just gotta be careful not to open the whole frickin' arm when you do it. He does rotate at the waist, which is impressive because most Seekers don't, because they're usually holding the bulk of a jet on his back. You can do the chorus line and the Jean-Claude, which kind of has a whoa, hello. If you have a stand, he can go on the stand. He has a single jointed knee, but it gets you a really nice bend there, and in fact, a bit further. One cool thing about the engineering of this guy, he has this little spring-loaded and hinged panel on the back of his leg, so that disappears. Now, if you go back to, say, the Flame Toys Optimus kit over on the main channel has a very similar way to the way the wheels disappear, except those are all, that's actually engineered into the joint, whereas this is just a spring-loaded dealie. Speaking of more joints, the ankles do tilt. It's not a ridiculous ankle tilt, but it can move side to side, but it's the forward to back, which really gets it. And he's got the heel spur, which, you know, gives him his high-heeled look. You can kick it down if you really want the high-heeled look, like that. If you're a fan of that Prime style, and you'd be walking on his tippy toes, tippy toes, like that. Oh, it's got the wings folded way. I ran out of video there for a second. Alright, but let's just go ahead and do comparison. So, bring back in the last Decepticon we looked at with Refractor. The little soldier purple guy. So he's a deluxe. And he's a Voyager class. And we do have, of course, Mr. Megatron, the big boss man, who's definitely taller, but I already had Soundwave, so you gotta have Megatron, Soundwave, and Starscream. I mean, that's just like it. And of course, once I get the rest of the Seekers down the line, that'll be a good fill out. I'm not gonna get Skytread. I've got no connection to that character whatsoever. Doesn't really fit in for me on a G1 shelf. And considering these guys are basically a new version of G1, I'm just going to go with that. I do want Shockwave. I just want him to go on sale. I don't believe he's worth the $50. And same thing goes for Ultra Magnus, though I don't necessarily really want that Ultra Magnus. I don't think he's that good, to be totally honest. But the Ratchet's coming soon as a Walgreens exclusive, so look forward to that review when he does come out. I don't know if I'll get Red Alert, because he's just a straight-up repaint. I don't know anybody else coming out soon that I definitely have to get. But for the most part, Siege Line, it is how it is. Oh, well, I guess the next one that I need to get would be Omega Supreme. He's going to be a big boy. I don't believe there'll be an out-of-the-box thing for him. I think it's just going to be a straight big old review. Titans are hard to review, guys, because they're huge. But, of course, you guys know by now that I got the Jetfire in. So I'll be reviewing him shortly soon, where, of course, Starscream will make another appearance. But, guys, oh, hold on, wait, I knew I forgot something. Oh, crap, where is he? Wally. There we go. I forgot Wally. Anyways, so, guys, of course, give me a big old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe-ish button. Check out the Patreon. Check out the Shoky shirts. Every little bit does help to support the channel. It really, really does, actually, because it could even, one shirt could help me buy, actually more like one of these guys, not really those other ones, but yeah, I'll catch you guys on that next review, and remember, as always, all hail Megatron.